Hey guys, this is the Organic Growth Agency OGA with a May income report update. And May has been a pretty shitty month. I'm going to take you through the visitors, the earnings, the EPMV, the new posts we created, and how all the different projects are going. We have 5 projects now, which, if you follow this, means that you'll know that there are new projects being launched in May. So let's start with the cold hard numbers, which I know you guys want to see. In May, we had 194,438 visitors, which is about the same as the last few months, which is not surprising because there have been no new articles on any site for months and months now, so it's just steady as we go. However, at the end of the month, you see a pretty hard decline because I got hit by the core update, the May 2022 core update. I lost somewhere between 20 and 30% of my traffic, which you can very clearly see the last few days. And with that, also 20 to 30% of my earnings, which I will explain more later. The articles that seem to have dropped so far, because the update's still rolling out, are, to be honest, a bit on the lower side of the quality, so they are some older blog posts mostly. Also, I was ranking for some keywords that was nice to be ranking for, but maybe like I shouldn't have. Maybe my article wasn't the best article on that topic. So, I mean, it sucks to lose like 20-30% of your traffic, but I kind of understand, not completely, because there are also some random things that drop. Maybe they'll go back up, I'm not sure. So it sucks that I lose 20 to 30%. However, I have no fear that with the new style articles that I can still rank, so I have no worries moving forward, not going to change anything. So earnings-wise, I made $2,487.38 in May, which is about the same as April and March. I expect it to be around $2,000 from here on out because of the 20 to 30% loss in traffic. However, I also added some blog posts, so maybe it will compensate, visitors will get back up, I'm not sure. EPMV was $13.34, which is also about the same as the months before. Articles being published. So for the first time in probably 6 months, there were some new articles published. I got 50 new posts, 30 which I got from a friend, and I'm really not sure. I mean, the blog posts are good, but I'm not sure if they will rank. They're not really in my niche, but I figured, 30 free posts, why not? And 20 that were actually pretty well researched, so the outlines were good. The execution of the articles wasn't great, but somebody already created them like in November, and I just had them on the shelf. I didn't do anything with it, so now I decided to stop worrying about it, just publish it, and we'll see how it goes. And maybe, I'm not sure if they're actually gonna rank. I see a lot of them popping up at like position 50, 40, 30, so that's a good sign. But even if they get stuck on like position 20, I can just figure that out, then re-optimize the article to get on the first page. Total time spent this month on the project, it's about 50 minutes a day to check in with the project managers and to see how everything's going. So that's like 1 or 2 hours a week. That's all I spend here, excluding the taping of this video. So how are all the projects doing? So I have 5 projects going on. So one is like the current site for which you see the visitors and the earnings, right? All of that is coming from one website. So it got hit by the Google Core update, which sucks. It has 50 new blog posts, so that's good. The project manager was actually moving from one house to another, so she hardly worked the last month. She's now just working with one person who is doing all of the jobs for the website. So this one person is like going through the whole assembly line. So from creating outlines all the way to publishing. So this person did put the 50 blog posts online while the project manager was moving. So just so he could do something and the project manager didn't have to manage everything. So now that person is starting at the start of the assembly line, which is taking a keyword from the list that I have and creating outlines from it. The publishing went really well and the editing as well. So hopefully this person can create outlines the way I want it according to our SOP. We'll see how it goes, but hopefully he will create a lot of outlines and from that articles in June. Project number 2, which is basically the same kind of a website as project 1, but then with another project manager starting from scratch. The project manager thought she found a great guy to do all the outlines. So he started doing it. He created one every 30 minutes, which is crazy fast. Usually it takes you somewhere between 30 minutes up to 2 hours. And well, what do you know? The quality wasn't good enough. So his outlines were like 80% of the way, but not good enough to actually get someone to write text, create articles from it. And he didn't take feedback very well. So we couldn't get him from like the 80% doing well to up to the 100% at the standard that we need. And I'm not gonna use subpar standards to create articles. That's not gonna rank. So he was fired, and now we're looking for new ones. We have had a lot of people coming in when we put the job online, but nobody seems to know what they're doing. Even with like a full SOP, I don't know what's going on, man. Apparently creating outlines is hard because we can't find anyone who seems to know how to do it. So that's where project 2 is basically stuck. Getting someone to create the outlines. So with both project 1 and 2, I'm pretty frustrated with the speed, or rather the lack of speed that things are going. And my first instinct is to intervene. Like, things aren't moving, so I need to do something. But I can't do that. I don't have the time. So I'm out like a few $1,000s now, $3,000-4,000 I think, and still both projects are hardly moving. So that's really frustrating. However, I trust the process, so we'll see how this month will go, how June will go. But to be honest, if I don't see things picking up or improving, I might have to change project managers. But because I still trust the process, and even with the core update, I still trust our outlines, our keywords, everything, I bought an awesome new domain from Otis for $5,000 with a DR of 25. It has 423 referring domains, of which 150 are DR 50 plus, and excellent quality, like really, really good quality. I'm very happy with this domain. So I got myself another project manager, a third project manager, and he started by the end of May, and he's setting things up. So he's going to do everything himself for now. So he's creating outlines. I actually saw a few outlines today. And I think the first 2 or 3 went over to Word Agent, so that seems to be going pretty good. He seems to understand outlines. So that's the third project. So number 1, 2, and 3 are basically the same process, same type of articles, same everything. It's just spreading my risk to 3 different websites. Then I have 2 more projects where I'm creating automated pages, and to see if that does anything. I think I spoke about it in the April update. I compare it to when you're looking for the weather in your local village or city. You just Google like weather plus London or a specific neighborhood. Well, I'm creating 2 websites that sort of do that, and then hopefully, because it's automated and because it's mass, it will gain some sort of traction. So I always start up 2 projects because it's just spreading the risk. And if one fails, I still have one other that might work. So project 4 is sort of going well. There's one programmer behind it who is incredibly good at programming and very tedious about details, which is great. However, she's a programmer, so she's very hard to communicate with. We had some back and forth going, and the project is taking much, much longer than we initially planned for. So it's like it's very like a mixed feeling, because on the one hand, I just want to get things done and see if it works. On the other hand, I also want like high quality, because that gives us the best chance of things working out. So I just need to be patient. I'll just wait it out. To be honest, there's no rush in this project, and doing it good is better than doing it fast. So hopefully in June we'll get something going. If it works the way this person created it, it's going to be like probably life-changing. So, it's worth it to have some patience. And project number 5, basically someone who's trying to do the same thing but in a different way. Different programmer, different way of doing things, has now created 20,000 pages on the staging environment, and I want to go online when there are 40,000. There's currently like about 1,000 pages created by day, every day. So it will take 20 days roughly to get up to the 40,000. And once I reach 40,000 pages, I want to put it online. So that will be somewhere in June, hopefully. Yeah, I'm pretty confident about that. Things are looking good. So in summary, things are going okay-ish. Speed is frustrating me because I have the resources. I just want things to move fast. But apparently, finding VAs to create good outlines to put into the rest of the process is hard, which is annoying because I have a list of about 10,000 keywords. I have word agents as a writing service. I have content editors ready. I have publishers ready. I have people who can find images who are ready. I even have photographers here if we need to, create our own pictures, make our own pictures. So everything is ready. However, the bottleneck currently is creating the outlines. And apparently it's hard to do, or harder than I thought. So if you are listening this, watching this, and you are a VA that can create outlines, leave a comment in YouTube because I probably want to hire you since it's bottlenecking my progress now. So I'm a bit frustrated. On the other hand, things are moving forward without me spending a lot of time. And hopefully in June, a lot of these things will pick up, be different, and maybe the next update will be much, much better with a lot more progress, things being online than this one. And hopefully also the core update will have mercy on me, won't drag me down anything more, or maybe just even put me back up, just because I'm a nice guy, and we'll start earning more money. So yeah, still in the messy middle, as Miles Beckler would say it, the messy middle, but we're getting through it, and yeah, I'm pretty confident that June is going to be a good month. Thanks guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video with someone else if you think they get value from it. And hopefully I'll see you at the next income report or another update that I'm sharing with you. Bye bye.